My name is Avetis Terpogosyan, and I was born in Gyumri, Armenia on August 7th, 1971. Growing up in Armenia, my family was very well off. My father owned a farm on which we raised 100 pigs for 9 months, and then I sold the pigs at a much higher price than told, to bring much wealth to our family. Growing up, I lived with my mother, Margaret, my father, Grigor, and my brother, Hovik. We lived in a newly remodeled house that was 2,500 square feet and was a mile away from the farm. We were a happy, successful family, and my future looked bright and promising. But then, on December 7th, when I was 17, 1988, tragedy struck. An earthquake, later named Spitak, struck my hometown. 50,000 died and 130,000 were injured. It had a surface wave magnitude of 6.8 and a maximum MSK intensity of X. Basically, it was extremely powerful. Everything our family had built for decades came crumbling down in less than a day. Our farm and our house was destroyed. My family and I couldn't believe it. So many people and so much had been lost. At that point, what could we do? We only had one option: to start all over. So, in 1989, we got ready to move to America. I didn't want to, but I had to. Why would I want to, though? I was leaving school and my friends and family. We were leaving 5 aunts and 2 of my uncles, all from my mom's side, and 1 uncle from my dad's side, who came to America after us. We weren't just leaving family, though. We were also moving towards family. 2 uncles from my mom's side and 2 aunts from my dad's side already lived in America, so at least it wouldn't be just my mom, dad, brother, and me living in America. Anyways, traveling by plane, which took about a day, we arrived in Los Angeles. Once we arrived, for the first 2 or 3 weeks, we lived with my uncle in an apartment until we were able to get an apartment of our own. I was nervous moving to America because I did not know how to speak English, but there were lots of migrants there who spoke Armenian, so I was able to communicate and began to understand basic English based on interactions I had throughout the days. I had a cousin in Los Angeles who was friends with a supermarket manager who agreed to give me a job working at the supermarket, stocking shelves. It made decent money, and I was able to save some, and the rest went to my parents to benefit our family. My parents were able to get jobs as well, working with clothes, and when I was done at the supermarket, I would walk several miles to get back home, which I had done in the morning to go to the supermarket, and I would help them with their work. While in Los Angeles, I tried going to school for a few months, but times were tough and my family needed me to help bring money in from my job at the supermarket and to help my mother and physically disabled father with their work at home. Once, after we had gotten an apartment of our own and had been living in Los Angeles for about a year and a half or 2, we went to visit my uncle in Fresno, where he had moved, and decided that it would be a better fit for our family. The rent in Fresno was cheaper, and we had a business lined up for when we moved. So in 1991, we packed up, moved to Fresno, and rented an apartment. This obviously means that I had to leave my job at the supermarket, which is fine by me because in Fresno, my brother and I became self-employed carpet contractors for any business and anyone that would hire us. We didn't have any higher-ups taking our money, so everything that we made went straight into our pockets. It was good that we started our own business because my brother and I did not attend school in Fresno. However, I did attend school in LA for a little while, so there wasn't much we could put on a resume. In Armenian culture, it is customary, or at least it was in my day, that you live with your parents until you are married. In the year 1999, when I was 28 years old, as an arranged meeting or date, I met my wife, Gohar Mikirchian. We really enjoyed each other's company and hit it off, and in July of 2000, we married. We started a family and have 3 children: Sahak, born May 10th, 2001, Grigor, born April 1st, 2004, and Margaret, born May 2nd, 2005. Sahak was named after my twin brother who died as an infant, and Grigor and Margaret were named after my parents. Sahak speaks Armenian fluently and was born in the US, of course. However, Grigor and Margaret understand Armenian but can't speak it very fluently without an accent, and were also born in America. Today, I run a sort of chauffeur business in which I and my employees drive all kinds of people from anywhere in California to whatever locations they may need to visit. This, however, is not a taxi business. It's more luxurious, similar to a limo service, except we drive luxury sedans. I also run my flooring business that I started in '91 on the side. We do all types of flooring now, not just carpets, so the business has expanded, and I have much more experience and knowledge about flooring and carpentry and construction in general. Moving to America may not have been the life that I expected for myself when I was growing up in Armenia, but I believe that I have made a very successful and happy life for myself here, and I am strangely somewhat thankful for the earthquake, because without it, I would never have moved to the United States and been as successful as I am and as happy as I am with my amazing family.